Have you ever wondered why some people attract cats like magic, while others barely get a glance, no matter how hard they try? What if I told you it's not luck or treats? It's a deep, silent connection that your cat senses long before you even notice. In this video, we're going to uncover the hidden traits that make cats choose certain people as their favorite humans. And, right after, you'll learn the 10 secret emotional needs your cat wishes you understood, but probably never thought about. Stay with me to the end, because when you master both, you don't just live with a cat. You become their safe place, their favorite, their home. Why do some people instantly attract cats? Have you ever noticed how some people barely glance at a cat, don't even raise a finger, and somehow the cat just magnetizes toward them like they've known each other for years? No treats, no baby talk, no flashy gestures, just presence. Next thing you know, there's a purring fuzzball curled in their lap like a loyal companion. It feels like magic, doesn't it? But here's the real kicker, it's not magic, it's deep psychological alignment. Today, we're not just scratching the surface, we're going deep. We're going to unpack the nuanced, often invisible human behaviors that cats absolutely love. The traits that make someone irresistible to our feline friends. And by the end of this video, not only will you understand why cats gravitate to certain people, but you'll also be equipped to become one of those people yourself. If you're someone who's ever felt invisible to cats, or just want to deepen your bond, don't forget to hit that subscribe button. You won't want to miss what's coming next. No, cats aren't aloof, they're just extremely selective. They don't give their affection freely. Unlike dogs, they don't care if you're their owner, their provider, or someone with a pocket full of treats. Every slow blink, every head bump, every curl beside you on the couch, that's a vote of trust. And trust has to be earned, moment by moment. So let's dig into what separates the average cat person from the chosen one. Point 1. They let cats make the first move. At the very top of the list, patience. The people cats adore the most don't rush in. They don't reach out with wiggling fingers. They don't squeal and crouch like they're about to adopt a squirrel. They have what we might call social restraint, the ability to hold back and give space. Why? Because to a cat, being approached, especially by someone unfamiliar, can feel deeply threatening. In the wild, any unexpected approach could be a predator, and that instinct is still alive in our domestic kitties. People who do nothing when they meet a cat. Ironically, they're doing everything right. They become part of the environment. They allow the cat to explore, observe, and choose. And that's key. Cats must be allowed to choose. The best way to attract a cat is to act like they don't exist, at least at first. Sit calmly. Ignore them. Let your body language say, no pressure. That nonchalance is magnetic in feline culture. And when the cat finally chooses to come close, that's real connection. Point 2. They radiate calm, grounded energy. Cats are emotional sensors. Think of them like mood barometers in fur coats. They don't just see how you act, they feel your internal state. A person who's jittery, fidgety, overly loud, or anxious creates an emotional static that cats naturally avoid. On the flip side, someone who is centered, grounded, and emotionally calm sends a clear signal. This space is safe. People who attract cats don't necessarily meditate every morning or live like monks, but they naturally project a slower, softer presence. They don't stomp into rooms, they glide. They don't shout. They speak with a low, measured tone. They don't fidget or react impulsively. They move like water, not fire. To a cat, that's irresistible. Cats evolved in environments where silence and stillness meant safety. So when a human reflects that energy, the cat responds with curiosity and openness. Point 3. They understand the subtle signals and respond properly. To bond with a cat, you need to become fluent in a completely nonverbal language. A language of tail flicks, ear swivels, whisker twitches, and eye shapes. People who cats trust are the ones who notice the tiniest signals and adjust their behavior accordingly. Let's say a cat is on your lap and its tail begins to twitch. To the untrained eye, it's just movement. But to someone who knows cats, That's a warning signal. I'm reaching my limit. A sensitive person will stop petting immediately, give the cat space, and preserve the trust. A less observant person may keep petting and trigger a scratch or a bolt. Understanding these nuances, when to pause, when to blink, when to lean away, is like learning a second language. It builds rapport fast. Cats aren't loud communicators, but they are clear ones. The people who listen without needing words, those are the ones they bond with most. Point 4. They play in a way that awakens feline instincts. Playtime isn't random entertainment for a cat, it's ritual, it's biology. Every pounce, every swat, every wiggle before a leap, it all traces back to the hunting cycle. Cats are predators at heart. Play is how they simulate the hunt, stalk, chase, catch. People who become cat favorites understand this deeply. They don't just wave a feather randomly. They choreograph the movement of the toy. They become the prey. They move unpredictably, pausing to entice, darting to provoke. They let the cat win, over and over. They give the cat a chance to triumph, and with each successful catch, the cat's confidence and comfort grows. It's not just play, it's a dance of trust. It's primal bonding through shared rhythm. Quick question. What's your cat's favorite way to play? Is it feathers, lasers, or total chaos in a cardboard box? Drop it in the comments. I love seeing what gets your cat moving. Point 5. They create and maintain comforting routines. Routine isn't boring to a cat. It's security, it's emotional gravity. In a world that changes constantly, from shifting sunlight to foreign smells on your shoes, routine is the one thing a cat can count on. People who keep consistent habits become anchors in the cat's world. It's not just about feeding on time, though that's important. It's about daily rituals. The way you open the curtain at 8 a.m. The sound of your coffee maker. The path you walk to the sofa. The exact moment you sit down to watch your favorite show. Cats memorize your rhythms. When they see those rhythms repeat, they relax. And when they relax, they open up to affection. Consistency isn't just kindness, it's love on a schedule. Point 6. They adapt affection to the cat's style, not their own. Humans love to show love in their own way. Hugs, kisses, cuddles. But cats don't always want those things. Some do, but many don't. What matters is how well you adapt to what they like. People who truly bond with cats observe closely. They figure out, does this cat prefer to sit next to me or on me? Do they like being scratched under the chin or at the base of the tail? Do they purr with full body contact or just want a little forehead bump? This kind of observation builds deep trust. It shows the cat, I'm listening, I respect you, I'm not here to impose. And when you let a cat initiate affection on their terms, that affection becomes 10 times more meaningful. Point 7. They embrace the weird with humor and grace. Let's not sugarcoat it. Cats are weird, and it's glorious. They chase invisible ghosts. They meow at nothing. They turn into velociraptors at 3 a.m. People who try to discipline that out of them, they don't get very far. But people who celebrate that weirdness, who laugh when their cat fits into a shoebox or stares into a corner for 10 straight minutes, those people become trusted companions. Cats sense when they're being accepted for who they are, not managed, tamed, or corrected. Humor builds rapport, grace builds safety, and a home where a cat feels accepted is a home where a cat becomes affectionate. Point 8. They don't just like cats, they understand them. Liking cats is easy. Truly understanding them, that's rare. The best cat humans know that. Purring doesn't always mean happiness, it can mean stress too. Rolling over isn't always an invite to touch. It can be a display of trust, not a belly rub request. Staring can be threatening in cat language. These nuances matter, and the more you recognize them, the more your cat will feel seen, heard, and respected. Cats reward that kind of insight with something better than affection, affinity. Point 9. They let the relationship take time. You can't speedrun a friendship with a cat. Cats operate on their own clocks. Sometimes it takes a few days, sometimes it takes months. But people who rush it, who demand affection on their own timeline, they rarely get far. People who let it take time, who don't count the minutes or track the milestones, build something real. You might go from being ignored to tolerated to accepted to loved. And when that love comes, it's deep, it's enduring, it's earned. Point 10. They listen more than they speak. Cats don't care about your words. They care about your presence. The people cats connect with are the ones who know how to sit in silence, who observe, who notice shifts in body language, changes in breathing, slight movements of the tail. They listen with their eyes, with their hearts. And cats, more than anything, want to be understood without needing to shout. So, do cats choose us based on instinct, or do certain people just understand their language? That's your question of the day. Drop your thoughts in the comments. And hey, if you've ever spent weeks trying to gain a cat's trust, only to have them finally nap in your lap like you're their soulmate, we want to hear that story. Smash that like button if you've ever felt chosen by a cat. And don't forget to subscribe. We've got more feline psychology, connection tips, and deep dives into cat behavior coming your way. Whether you're just meeting your first cat or have lived with 10, remember, every glance, every purr, every silent moment is a conversation. And once a cat lets you in, it's not just affection, it's acceptance. And that's priceless. But becoming the kind of person cats instantly trust is only half the story. Because even if you have that special connection, your cat still has secret, silent needs. Emotional needs most people never notice, but that mean everything to them. So now let's reveal the 10 things your cat truly wishes you understood, starting with the one that makes them feel like you belong to them too. 10 emotional needs your cat wishes you understood. You're probably missing them. What if the one thing your cat truly needs to feel loved and safe is something you've never even thought to do? Most cat parents believe affection means toys, treats, or cuddles. But the truth is, over 98% of owners overlook the real emotional needs of cats, the deep, silent, instinctual desires your feline is trying to express every single day. Today, we're revealing 10 things your cat really wants, each one backed by instinct, emotion, and the unspoken language of trust. And trust me, point 10 taps into your cat's earliest memory of love. Let's begin. Point 1. Let them own you. Ever noticed your cat headbutting you or rubbing their cheeks on your laptop, pillow, or hands? That's not just cute, it's scent marking, and it's one of the strongest signs your cat loves you. To a cat, scent equals security. By leaving their scent on you, they're saying, "You're part of my world." But here's the catch. How you respond teaches them how safe it is to express love. If you pull away or ignore them, they may stop trying. Instead, lean in, offer your head or shoulder, gently stroke the area they marked. This brief interaction speaks volumes in their emotional language and strengthens your bond with your cat more than most owners realize. Point 2. Let them win the hunt. You might think playtime is just fun, but for your cat, it's instinctual survival training. Every feather chase or laser sprint simulates a real hunt. Stalk, chase, pounce, kill. But most owners never let the cat win. And over time, repeated failure sends a dangerous message to their brain. I'm not a good hunter. I'm failing as a cat. This can lead to pent-up energy, zoomies, aggression, or even depression. Want to make your cat happy and emotionally fulfilled? Let them catch the toy, let them win, then reward them with a treat. You're completing the primal cycle: hunt, catch, eat, rest. It lowers stress, builds confidence, and strengthens emotional trust. Point 3. Respect their parallel bonding style. Does your cat follow you from room to room but never actually sits on your lap? That's not rejection. It's what behaviorists call parallel bonding, a key part of the cat love language. Being close, without physical contact, says, "I trust you. I feel safe in your presence." Many owners misinterpret this and try to force affection, petting, picking up, or crowding their cat. But in the feline world, stillness is connection. Next time your cat settles nearby, resist the urge to reach out. offer your hand low and wait. If they approach, you've earned their affection. If they don't, you've still respected their space, which is a sign of deep emotional maturity in the cat world. Point 4. Leave your scent behind. Want your cat to feel connected to you, even when you're not home? Leave behind something that smells like you, a worn hoodie, an old t-shirt, even a pillowcase. To your cat, it's more than just fabric, it's an emotional anchor. Especially for rescues, nervous cats, or those who hide, your scent is their safe place. Use something unwashed for maximum comfort. Skin oils, body warmth, these are the subtle signals your cat craves. You're not just giving them a cozy nap spot. You're saying, even when I'm gone, I'm still with you. It's a trust-building gesture that can ease separation anxiety and deepen connection. Point 5. Morning connection rituals. Think your cat doesn't care about mornings? Think again. Cats are wired for emotional rhythm and predictability. Your morning habits are part of their emotional landscape. If you usually greet them, feed them, or blink slowly when you first wake up, and suddenly stop, they feel the shift. What seems like routine to you is actually a bonding ritual for them. So try this. Every morning, offer a soft, "Hey buddy," a gentle stroke, or a slow blink. That moment says, "We're okay, today is safe." These small emotional habits make your cat feel seen, grounded, and emotionally secure. Before we move on, let's pause and ask, have you noticed your cat doing any of these subtle things without realizing what they meant? Drop a comment below and share the one signal you now recognize differently. It might help another cat parent have their aha moment too. Let's build a more emotionally connected cat community, one comment at a time. And of course, if you're enjoying these tips on how to bond with your cat and understand their inner world, don't forget to like and subscribe. There's a lot more to uncover. Point 6. Give them vertical space. Ever wonder why your cat insists on getting to the highest point in the room? It's not just about curiosity, it's about psychological security. Cats are vertical thinkers. The higher they are, the more in control they feel. If your space lacks vertical territory, like shelves, ledges, or trees, they can quietly experience stress or even insecurity. You don't need fancy gear. A sturdy window perch, a padded dresser top, or even a blanket-covered shelf works wonders. Giving them vertical choices gives them control over their world, and that translates directly into lower stress and higher trust. Point 7. Provide multiple sleeping spots. Sure, your cat has a favorite bed, for now. But feline sleeping preferences change constantly based on mood, temperature, and emotional need. A confident cat might sleep out in the open. A tired cat may want warmth. An insecure cat might choose a box under the bed. So give them options: a sunny windowsill, a cozy hideaway, a perch near your desk. This small act gives your cat emotional flexibility, and emotional control equals comfort. And if they rotate beds weekly, that's a great sign. It means they feel safe enough to explore their full range of feline needs. Point 8. Blink ritual equals sign bonding ritual. Most people underestimate this one, but it's a deeply emotional form of feline communication. If your cat stares at you and slowly blinks, they're not bored. They're saying, "I feel safe, I feel love." Failing to blink back can register as emotional coldness, or worse, a threat. So next time, lock eyes gently, give a slow, soft blink, then turn your head slightly away. To your cat, that small moment says more than hours of cuddling. It's one of the clearest ways to build trust with your cat without ever touching them. Point 9. Respect litter box privacy. It sounds silly, but this one matters more than people think. Cats are at their most vulnerable during elimination. If their box is in a noisy, high-traffic space, or if they're being watched, they feel exposed. That stress builds, and it can lead to avoidance, accidents, or even behavioral issues like inappropriate elimination. Fix it like this. Choose a quiet, low-traffic spot. Don't clean it immediately after every use. Let their scent claim the space. Give them silence and distance. Respecting their privacy builds environmental trust, which improves their behavior and emotional comfort. Point 10. The toothbrush bonding secret. Here it is, the one hardly anyone does, but that taps into your cat's earliest memory of love. All you need is a soft toothbrush and a little warm water. Gently brush their cheeks, forehead, and ears. The shape of the bristles and rhythm of motion mimic a mother cat grooming her kittens. The result? A cascade of emotional signals. I'm safe, I'm nurtured, I belong. Especially powerful for rescues or emotionally distant cats. This can rewire how they process physical affection. Watch for purring, blinking, or leaning into the brush. You're unlocking something primal. Cats don't love like we do. They don't use words. They use presence, patterns, eyes, stillness, scent. And when you begin to understand the emotional needs of cats, the whole relationship transforms. So let me ask you this. Which one of these trust signals does your cat show you the most? Or maybe, which one have you been missing until now? Drop your thoughts in the comments. Your experience could be the key that helps someone else finally understand their cat better. And if you want to keep unlocking more secrets about how cats think, feel, and love, don't forget to subscribe and share your story below. Because every cat deserves to be truly understood. And you're now one step closer to being their favorite human.